It didn't take Eva Padgate long after she graduated with a film degree to figure out that her industry had a major problem. Padgate grew up in Lithuania as one of the freedom kids who emerged after the collapse of the Soviet Republic and was raised with the idea that capitalism would let her be whatever she wanted if she worked hard enough. She crossed Europe to study at London College of Communication, but soon found herself picking up bar work to support herself while she freelanced for production companies and corporate social responsibility departments. She watched her bosses' profits from her labor, while she lived off 0-hours contracts and her overdraft. I felt really isolated and alone, she says. I saw a lot of my friends going through mental health issues, just dealing with pressures as a young person. In 2014, ready to give up on film, Padgate sketched out what her ideal company would look like with fellow film graduate Simon Ball. They imagined working with a high degree of autonomy, for fair pay and for clients they believed in. Though they didn't realize it at the time, they were planning a cooperative. Together, Padgate and Ball founded Blake House, a filmmaking co-op that makes films for charities and social enterprises. In 2016, it became one of the first members of CoTech, a growing network of tech cooperatives in the UK. There are currently 30 tech businesses united under the CoTech banner, which range from filmmakers to programmers. They collectively employ more than 250 staff and have revenues of over £10.2 million. The best office desk gear for boosting your productivity. The idea is fast gaining traction, as some tech workers fall out of love with a startup culture focused on growing companies as fast as possible to attract maximum investment. We want to grow as slow as possible and build a company that's here for the long term, says Chris Lewis, a developer with software cooperative Go Free Range. Lewis was attracted to the CoTech model, after working for large companies where months of work could be lost if a manager pulled funding or changed direction. Autonomy is important to us, he says. Co-ops and blockchain can change how startups do business. Cooperatives are loosely based on the Rockwell principles enshrined in 1844, which emphasize the need for open membership and democratic control. There are currently over 7,000 co-ops in the UK, from care workers to grocers to taxi drivers. Cyan Wellins, a member of printing cooperative Calvert's, says the tech sector is particularly suited to the cooperative model. It's much easier to establish co-ops in an industry that is expanding, he says. The industry's approach to managing work could also be a benefit. Particularly in the way tech people think in terms of agile projects, they can apply that agile mentality to governance. At digital agency Outlandish, another founding member of the CoTech network, workers are paid a flat day rate of between £150 and £350. Rather than taking bonuses or paying dividends to shareholders, Outlandish members put surplus profit into a central pot and assign funds to pro bono projects using an app called Co-Budget, developed by New Zealand-based cooperative network Inspiral. Outlandish has developed another app, Co-Pitch, to share work among its members. It also uses common organizational tools such as instant messenger Slack, time tracking app Toggle and project management software Utrack. Padgate says the CoTech network has helped Blake House keep going when for-profit businesses said they'd never survive. It was a bit lonely at the beginning, she says. If you're going to try and create an alternative, you're going to have a lot of people telling you it's a bad idea, because the whole main narrative is telling you you have to compete to succeed. Harry Robbins, a worker member at Outlandish, says he has had good results pitching to commercial businesses. He was recently asked by a financial organization why they should trust a co-op. I told them that if I was a director of a bank, I'd be reluctant to put my faith in a bunch of anarcho-communists, but they're better off hiring a group of people that do what they do because they love it than a bunch of people who hire a bunch of other people to do the work so that they can extract money from the process, he says. They thought this was hilarious and hired us immediately.